Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this evening's race. It's a fun race between multi-class GT3s and GR86s as we're going to battle around Road America. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Jim Cunningham here this evening, who's going to come along for the ride. Now, we'll be doing some fiddling with the overlay that doesn't want to play ball at the moment. It's beginning to be a little bit annoying, but there we go. We might just have to go with the blue. But it is all fun and games, no real drama. It's just GT3s, GR86 multi-classes here as well. And then they've got to look forward to some interesting racing. This is an open qualifying session for the next hour. Then we will go into a 45-minute flat-out race. Damage is on, but there is unlimited fast repairs. Start procedure will be a full lap rolling, and please leave a gap, obviously, as well. Lynn Turner, good evening. Yan Yanchik, welcome in. Stacey Merriam, Shawnee Sims, Shawnee Sims, Sean Clark. Dude, I'm coming, okay? Don't panic. I'm getting there. You do not know what I'm fighting in the background, Sean. I'm getting a bit emotional here this evening. But well, there you go. You heard Jim in the background. How are you, Jim? Welcome in, bud.
I am not ready to be your emotional support Jim today, so you got to maintain. I can't do it.
Can you be my emotional support animal?
No, I can't do it. I've been an emotional support animal for my wife all week with my son graduating from high school. She's losing her son, and it's killing her.
Well, unfortunately, though, that's the joyous thing here as well on this one. You know what I mean? So we do have GR86s and GT3s in the session. Blue is very iffy for video. I'm aware of that.
That's all right, though.
Yeah,
that works good.
I'm aware of that. You're more than welcome to come and have a go. Look, I can even give you grey if you want, or would you like red? There you go. Let's give you red, shall we?
Red's good.
Red's good. I like red as well. And we'll go with red for a minute. You're gonna have to bear with me, son, because this should have worked. But however, whoever set the session up, if I show you the class, for some reason, all the GT3s are in their own classes. So, unfortunately, I can't do a lot about that because the GT3s are all in their own classes, but the GR86s are in one class. So,
right, but they're mixed with the GT3s because you got orange that are GT3s and you got orange that were GR86s.
Exactly. So, they're in their own class.
It's a disaster.
Basically, I don't know who set the session up, but for some reason, I got GT3s in the same classes as GR86s. So, Jan, bear with me. Lynn, you remembered initials? I did, Lynn. That was literally because I was just messing around with them here as well. Jim, Road America, what do we think?
Oh, we love it. Road America. It's one of the classic American road courses. Been around forever. Great history, fun track. A lot of off-track opportunities here. Should be some good racing.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. That's one of the things we're going to have to look out for. I think the racing's going to be absolutely amazing. I would be surprised if it isn't amazing, to be blatantly honest with you, but I think it's going to be. But I am interested to see how this GR86 GT3 situation works, though, because it's not something that generally has been seen before.
No, it is definitely an oddball combination, but it should be good. It's going to be the same premise, you're going to have much faster cars overtaking slower cars. They're going to have to watch out for each other, I think it'll be fine. It should be fun, actually, and a lot of these guys, they all race around each other. You got a few of the OGRL guys that came over to do this as well. So, yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to see how we get on. We've got people from all across the world. And I do mean literally all across the world. We've got UK, Scotland, Wales, Canada, John Johnson's Northern Ireland, bless him, America, Brazil as well, Portugal, that's a new one. Lucas Holler is from somewhere out in Belgium and Switzerland. So they're basically multinational at this moment in time. Ricardo's in YouTube chat. I'm a GR86 in this race. We need the faster cars to be louder. Well, I don't quite sure what that's a you problem. That doesn't sound like a me issue as well. Sean, I will be having a word. Well, please do some, because all the GT3s are in different classes for some reason, dude. And it won't pick them up and separate them like it normally does And unfortunately for me this time around, Sean, everything's gone a little bit Pete Tong, and I've just been fighting with the overlay to get it working. So apologies for being a little bit late. But let's be real, we're in qualifying and we've got a lot going on here as well. So there we go. I'm looking forward to this, Jim. I think this one could be a bit of a humdinger at times.
No, I think it's going to be fun. I really do. I think it's going to be very interesting because there's quite a difference in speed here, obviously, between these two cars. So the overtakes are going to be interesting. And again, it's Road America. You don't get much better than this. It's such a classic road course. Arguably, you could say it's the best in America. A lot of people would believe that.
Are we saying road course in America, though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What would you? I don't know. It's not my personal favorite.
No.
But I would agree with that.
So you can see on the left-hand side there, guys, for some reason it's now splitting them all up into their own classes. So I'm going to literally just leave it like that. I think Road Atlanta's better, to be blatantly honest. I still think the best track in America is Martinsville. I don't really care what anybody says. So,
of course you do.
So I think Martinsville's the best one ever in the world. So don't even go there as well. But we've got Ryan Merriam out on track. He's booting around in the Ferrari, is old Ryan at the moment in time. It's going to be an interesting one.
Is he driving a Ferrari?
He is driving a Ferrari, Jim, yes.
Doesn't he normally drive an Audi?
Yes.
I thought so. Interesting.
Well, maybe so, but maybe at this occasion he's decided that and this is going to be better. We have some new guys running invited from the IRPAS League. I'm not quite sure what that is. What is the IRPAS? Please, Sean. That would be amazing as him and Ryan Merriam and Andy White just have a little bit of a coming together. I believe Andy there lost it on his own. He did. Ryan Merriam didn't have any. Oh, hold your brakes, son. Didn't have anywhere to go. Loving the JPB logo on the side of that car, Andy. Fair play to you as well. Big props to him. But into qualifying, still got 40 minutes to go of open qualifying at the moment. Leading the GR86s is Mikey Dolan. He's in there for the Evolution Sim Racing UK in the Adrian Hatfield with Dan Wareham, Sean Atkinson in behind that, and Dan Foster. And then in the GT3s, it's Ryan Merriam leading the way with Tim Probert. Now, I've been looking forward to this. This could be an interesting battle. Tim, we saw earlier on in the OGRL, take the win from Road Atlanta, funny enough. So this could be an interesting one and seeing how they get on here and how the battle goes between these guys. I'm going to be interested to see what happens here as well. What do we think is going to happen? Multi-class GR86s, GT3s, don't normally see it.
I think it's, like I said, I think it's going to be, it's going to be entertaining. The biggest thing is going to be the overtake speed. These GT3s are going to close on these GR86s pretty fast, and I would say most of your GR86 drivers aren't used to that kind of closing speed. If they do run multi-class, usually it's something like the MX-5 and the GR86s or something like that. So that's going to be interesting. They're just anticipating the closing speed of these GT3s.
Well, so as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty easy. Look in the mirror.
Yeah, but that doesn't always work like that.
You might see a car coming at you. If the car's coming at you, you might want to think about two things. A, are you safe? And B, can you pull out the way? Because otherwise, it's going to go all a little bit too Pete Tong. You can see the fastest GR86 is on 2-minute 32s. That is Dolan. The fastest GT3 is on a 2:04.309. And that's Ryan Merriam. That is like meteorically 28 seconds between them. If you times that by 10, there's 280 seconds, give or take. It's going to be about 8 laps maybe, if that, before they actually start catching up to these cars. But how would you go and handle this, Jim? How would you sit back and think, okay, I'm going into this one, I'm going to handle it this way?
Well, if I was a GR86 driver, I would just do my best to stay out of the way. And if I'm a GT3 driver, I'm going to probably be pretty cautious around these around those GR86s because again, I think guys that drive the GR86s on a regular basis aren't used to multi-class racing, and so you got to be a little cautious when you approach them. They may not know how to react because they don't have a lot of experience doing multi-class racing. But a lot of these guys I know do run other series, obviously. But just in general, I think that. If you're a GR86 driver and that's where you like to be, it's quite a bit different than IMSA type, multi-class racing.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? I think there's like 12 GR86s, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 14 GR86s. So this is going to be quite interesting considering we've got 38, 39, 40... 44 cars in the session, and 14 of them are GR86s, which puts it at about, what did I say, 44?
That'd be 30.
Yeah, 30 cars are GT3s. Who's going to struggle more, the GT3s or the GR86s?
That's a good question, actually. I would probably say the GR86s. Again, just because typically guys that drive those cars aren't used to multi-class racing, and as you know, when you jump in a multi-class race, especially if you don't do it regularly, it's quite overwhelming. These cars, they're like, they seem to be everywhere when they get around you, and it's just, you're worried about your own class and trying to pass guys, and then all of a sudden one of these cars goes ripping by you and you didn't even see them coming, and so I would say the GR86 guys for sure.
Okay, well, we'll see what goes on. There's a few people that haven't set times. Matthew Thompson, Graham L. and Bradley Tidwell. Harry Sitbon. Apologies if I just got that completely wrong, Harry, but it does sound like Harry Sitbon is there. Ari, I think it's actually Ari because he's French, so it could be Ari Sitbon. I don't know. Either way, Ari, that's how we say it up in our good state of London. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
So the International Racers Pro-Am Series is the IRPAS.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never heard of it. I'm sure it's a really good series, and fair play to them for doing that. If they ever need a great broadcaster, let me know.
You happen to know one?
I might happen to know one. Yeah, funny that. I do happen to know one, to be blatantly honest with you. Very busy man at the moment, doing about 20 broadcasts a week. So I've got a funny feeling that 20 other leagues aren't wrong. So, you might want to reach out as well. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, turn on the bells as well. There's some great shorts going on at the moment from the OGRL fun race with the mums and wives. If you haven't looked back and gone and had a look through some of the shorts, go and have a look. There's a couple in there as well. I think you might even see a car go upside down, if I'm not mistaken. So go and check that one out, because that would be absolutely amazing. I could still join
my favorite line. Hold on, I got to do my favorite line. One of those clips. I say, can you imagine if there was 30 of them out there and you immediately go, no.
I can't. It's just going to be chaos.
No.
Let's go, guys. This is going to be good, says Connor Pink. Connor, did I see you in the... Oh, I did see you.
Yeah, he was in the session. Yeah, he's definitely in the session.
Where's Soph?
Yeah, where's Sophie at?
Yeah, where's Soph at? There as well. Sophie was in the... hi, JPB. Hey, Connor. Love it. You made it when you get your name on a car. Woo! There as well. On there at the same time. So much love to Connor as well. We need to do that again. Lynn, we do. You had a great time, didn't you? As well. So...
Yes, we do need to do that again.
Yeah, we have discussed a series like once a month, an hour race, and everybody does.
Oh, that'd be
both
fun.
of them do a half an hour, and the partners have got to swap with the wives.
Oh, no, that would be really fun.
Now, obviously, swapping means jumping out the car and jumping in it, right? We're not expecting the wives to have their own accounts. It's just literally jumping in and jumping out. So that's what we expect from this one. So it's something that we are looking at putting together. Maybe if you want to get yourself involved, join Discords. I think there's all three of them down below. Probably best to be in a Tanzo or OGRL one. And then you might be able to get yourself involved in the mum's race. If you have a mum, a wife, a girlfriend, a spouse, a partner, a mistress, or sugar daddy, sugar mummy, whatever you want to do, come and join
Probably,
in.
probably shouldn't put the mistress in there because she would have to be over at the house in the sim rig. That could get really touchy. You probably don't want to go there.
Only if the wife's in the house, mate. What are you going to do if she's on holiday?
Well, that's long as there's no pictures to prove it, I guess.
Exactly. So you do, whoever you got in there, if you've got a spare one, drop them in there, have some fun as well. So come
spare
and
one.
Yeah, come and get. You have got a very, very tired JP this evening, Jim. I'm not going to lie.
Send me a timing link while you're at it.
Yeah, you've got a very tired JPB here, unfortunately. So this could be just a little bit chaotic. And if any words that shouldn't come out my mouth come out my mouth, I do apologise, but I am absolutely shattered today as well. So this could be a fun one. I promise I won't make it after hours or over the age of 18, but I'm just warning you in advance, okay? on that at the same time. Right, so let's see where we're at in qualifying. Ryan Merriam leading the way out of 2:03.923. Open qualifying. Stephen Donnelly just trying to go past the Porsche that really does not want to let him through there whatsoever, and at this moment in time is not going to allow him to go through either for Stephen Donnelly, so he's going to have to try and go round the car. That's Mr. Earl, who's Gareth Earl in the Porsche, is not allowing that Mustang to go through currently, so that Mustang is going to use that Porsche. Not that the Porsche's got great top end to try up. I'd like to point out one thing as well here this evening, that this start finish straight, Jim, is longer than my high street.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. There you go. Pointless information. Stacey, so bummed that I missed it. Oh, Stacey, you would have had a great time. It was absolutely amazing. I loved every single minute of it as well. So there we go. It was awesome.
I've never had more fun broadcasting a race than that race.
No, it was just pure and utter quality. So,
oh my God, my face hurt the next day from laughing so much.
Yeah, it was just amazing. So if you haven't watched it, go and watch it as well. I'm going to make some changes to the overlay because I don't like some things down the bottom there. And if you want to get involved, join the OGRL or Tanzo Discord. And the next time we go racing, you can come along and have some fun as well. So that would be cool. On that one.
So while you're changing that, my one observation right off the bat is that apparently it doesn't matter if Ryan Merriam is in an Audi or a Ferrari, he's still fast. I see that Andy White is driving an Audi, which the last time I covered anything that Andy White was driving in, he was driving a Mercedes, and then he flipped over, I thought, to a Mustang.
Yeah, agreed.
And now he's in an Audi. That's interesting. Trying to see what else I see here. I haven't covered some of these guys in a while, but I know Andy was fast in the Mercedes, and he was very fast in the Mustang last time I saw him.
Yeah.
So interesting that he's going in an Audi these days.
Yeah, Jordan Hatfield has just jumped in something completely different to what he had. So bear with me while I deal with
this James Parfitt guy that's down here registered in a Mercedes. He's not doing anything.
The iRacing gods did not like me. Decided that it was going to put me in something completely different, which was a little bit annoying as well. So,
he just disappeared. Where'd he go?
Yeah, I'm trying to sort.
Oh no, there you are.
Sort out the people who've got different things than what I actually want here, but there we go. Bear with me. You carry on, Jim, for a minute. I'm going to be
I'm good.
2 seconds. Just trying.
We got Curtis Matthews here. I thought for sure Curtis would be in a. I thought for sure he'd be running his GT3 car, but he stayed in the GR86, I guess, for this one.
Yeah,
which he's done. He's done all right with that. And we got Jake DeGrand. He won't be able to do any blocking today. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't the one that I wasn't the one that accused him of that. I was the one saying he wasn't doing it.
I don't know who
I was the
accusing.
one. Yeah, I don't know either.
No,
there was two of us on the broadcast, and it wasn't me. So other than that, I don't know.
No, I'm sure it might have been Ewan or somebody like that as well. Yan Yanchik, I'm joining. See you on track. I have just seen that you're at the bottom there, mate. So fair play. That's going to take us up to 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47 drivers.
Wow.
Here. And that's 15 GR86s and 32 GT3s. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. What could go wrong as Connor Pink is running around the race circuit at this moment in time? Ryan Merriam still leading the GT3s, Dan Wareham still leading the GR86s, and I would love to be able to give you a group tower, but unfortunately it ain't working, so I can't give you that. Well, I can, but it looks something like that with all of them in classes, so dreadful.
Well, I guess probably the best way we're going to be able to do that is just when you split the bottom of the timing thing, all the Toyotas will pop up together, more than likely, so that's probably about as good as it's going to get.
Should do that.
Yeah, you like that right there.
Yeah.
Which that's okay. We can get by with that. It is a fun race.
Yeah, I know.
And it's probably because we're doing it also out of a hosted session as opposed to into a regular session. So I think that probably had something to do with how the setup went. We'll get by.
I'm blaming whoever set it up, Jim. I'm trying to get myself out here. I'm blaming them, whoever did it.
Well, I have to give you credit. I was on here for 15 minutes while you were scrambling, trying to do everything in your power to get it to fix itself. So I know you put out an effort anyway.
Exactly. I did speak to, oh my God, who rang me? Sean Atkinson made me laugh during, we spoke yesterday. My wife was in the cinema and I was waiting for my wife and my daughters to come out, and Sean said to me, he goes, can I give you a call? So this was on Thursday. So I said, look, dude, how about you ring me while the wife's in the cinema? Here's my number. So he rang me and he went, hello, mate. I went, hello. And he didn't even say nothing else. He just went, oh my God, don't you sound different? That was it. And I said, well, you get your own little commentator's voice, Sean, as much as you do your normal voice. And he went, if I pay you for this phone call, can you give me your commentator's voice? I was like, Sean, no, I cannot. I said, but I think you would be very shocked. If
you have a discounted rate for phone calls or something? It's
yeah. Did you know that there's a new phone number that I've got? It's 0898 100. You know, it's charged at your national rate and everything else as well in the process. So if anybody's in the UK, you'll know what their numbers mean on that one as well.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, it's like a, do we say, like a bored housewives hotline, Jim?
Oh.
Yeah. So
a bored housewives hotline.
Yeah, it could be the JP commentary line. You know what I mean? Just saying. So there you go. But unfortunately, you do end up developing a commentator's voice, which then is something different. Sorry, mate, not sure why, but it won't group the GT3s in their class for some reason. Not sure why it's done that, but I hope it hasn't caused you any. Well, Sean, it has, actually. It's caused me a mighty headache. I've got a migraine, and I can't focus, and my eyes are dodgy, my knees weak, and my palms are sweaty. There's vomit on my sweater already, and it's not my mum's spaghetti. So, yes, Sean, you've caused me a problem. No, it wasn't too much of a headache, mate. I just had to make some changes, and now everybody's in red. So that's it. There's nothing I can do about that on that one, but it is what it is. Here as well, as we're going to get up and running once again with 23 minutes left of commentary.
That's it. We're done. 23 minutes.
Yeah, the races are like it.
You're on your own for the race. We're not.
Yeah, we're not here for the race, unfortunately, as well. That's a silent movie. Who's the geezer who did silent with Charlie Chaplin? It would be the race like a Charlie Chaplin movie as well. I'm sure a man of your talent, Tacken, can fix it. I'm sure a man of your spelling ability could probably get that right, Sean, as well. So there we go. Yes, I did. I can't fix it, Sean. Everybody's in red, unfortunately. It's the way the session's set up on that one. At the same time.
You are very tacklant or whatever.
Yeah, I've got a lot of tacken. Talent, he said. Jesus, as well.
He's not Jesus either. He could be Jesus, but he's not Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not Jesus. I definitely am not Jesus on that one. But still doing 22 minutes. If you're enjoying this qualifying podcast show, then let me know. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, and turn on the bells. Don't forget, check out all the other things that are going on in JPB. We've got IGP running a little bit later on as well, and lots of other things coming up there at the same time.
A week full of it. Lots of stuff.
There's loads coming up this week. I've got too much to even call for as well, and I can't really get it all in. So there you go. On that one, Sean Clark with just his laughing emoji in YouTube chat. Bradley Dewell's out on chat. Now, this is going to be an interesting name for me. Biscayne Lewis. I think that's right.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Dude, that is an awesome name.
Yeah, Biscayne Lewis in the BMW. Jan Janczyk's out there in the GR86 getting overtaken.
Is it Lewis? You think it's Lewis?
Oh, Biscayne Lawless.
Lawless, yeah.
Yeah, Lawless. Probably from
Biscayne.
Texas.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is he American? Oh, he is American.
He's from Texas.
Oh, he is?
Oh, I don't know, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm making it up. As far as I know, I just got Lawless, and that was about as much as I made up after that.
Well, Biscayne is...
it's Biscuit, isn't it?
Biscayne is, well, I don't know what it really, but in Miami, Florida, the beautiful bay there in Miami, Florida is Biscayne Bay.
I thought it was just Biscay Bay.
No, it's Biscayne. I'm pretty sure
You're making it up as you go along. I know you live there.
No.
I know you live in America, but can you be wrong?
I could be, but I don't think I am.
It's a typical American.
I was wrong. I was wrong once. Look it up. Google it.
Oh, God.
Uncle Google is your friend.
I tell you what, if it comes up with Biscay Bay, I'm literally blaming you. Right.
It's Biscayne, I promise you.
All right.
It's absolutely gorgeous there, too. That is, it's beautiful there.
Bay of Biscay. There you go. The Bay of Biscay is in the Gulf of North. Yeah, Biscay. B-I-S-C-A. And
that's not how. No.
In France. Anyway. What is it called?
No.
It is.
No.
Oh, my God.
It's Biscayne Bay. It is in Florida. It's Biscayne Bay. It's spelled.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I just found it. All right. Well, fair play. Baz, chances are it's to do with how the hosted was set up. Possibly pick the cars individually instead of by class. Baz, I agree.
That's probably exactly what happened.
See, this is the thing, Baz, right? Everybody comes at me certain times for making a mistake or having an opinion that they don't like. And now, Baz, we've got people who can't even set sessions up. You know what I mean? How am I supposed to get around that? This is the problem.
Baz knows what's going on, too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
All DMs to either Sean Atkinson or Sean Clark, please, if you've got a problem with this. Do not come to me. I will just refer you off to them as well.
Wait a minute. I thought Sean Clark was on vacation or something.
No, Shawnee Sims.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
That's him? Okay.
He's just chilling out. He's sat in there at the moment. He's not even I don't even think he's in the session, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. All DMs to Sean, nothing to do with me. He's one of the IRPAS guys, Biscayne. Oh, okay. Fair play.
Oh, nice.
Nice, yeah. Tim Probert's out there. Ryan Merriam's still leading the way as well. I'm going to be interested to see how this man gets on. Oh, not very well at the moment. Clearly.
Not there.
Right there, because he's in the wall and he's in a Mustang. Now, this is Hayden Young, and if anybody doesn't know Hayden, he's normally in the Porsche. He's not normally in this car. He took it out for a spin earlier on at Road Atlanta, and he said he quite enjoyed it. He was going to give it for a spin later on. I would like to point out, him and Tim Probert are teammates, and they've just come out of a 6-hour endurance session. Or an endurance race, and now whether or not they
today?
Made it, today. So they did OGRL, and then they went and did the endurance race, and then now they're doing this. Now the question is, he said he wouldn't be here till 9 o'clock. I'm judging by the fact that he's in here early.
They bounced.
Yeah, they bounced out and they crashed somewhere. So there we go. On that one. No, I just got back from BTCC at Sledstone. Nice. I was looking at Fruxton this season. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead to that one, to be honest. Unfortunately, with this, Sean, and my son doing blinking motorbikes, there's not a lot of weekends I have free at this moment in time. So, yeah, I'm in it's a bit of a mission going on in my calendar at the moment. If anybody else can invent more time in a day, or at least give me the option of multitasking, that would be amazing. If anybody's seen Harry Potter, if you can get me one of them necklaces that spins Hermione back in time so she could be in 2 places at the same time, that would be great. I need one of them, please. So if anybody can invent me one, that would be awesome. When Sean is on vacation, the session goes to the tits. I agree. I agree.
You know,
He has. Whoever, as I said, Mr. Atkinson, all DMs to him.
Sean was talking about Snitterton. I just found out yesterday that my brother-in-law, I knew he'd went to a driving school years ago. Apparently, the racing school he went to was at Snitterton. I just found that out yesterday. We were talking about sim racing and stuff, and he brought up Snitterton and said he went to a racing school there.
Snetterton.
So, well, you know,
No,
I'm American.
Snetterton.
Snetterton.
I got told off by an Australian last week for calling it Bathurst, and apparently it's Bathurst. So I've got to talk like I've got something in my mouth and stuck in my teeth. Bathurst. When actually it's Bathurst. But there we go. We can't have it always. And well, it is what it is on that one. So there you go. Welcome in. Thanks so much. If anybody's excited about seeing anybody, let me know. Or if you want to pick up on one of your favourite drivers, or if there's somebody I'm not covering, there is 47 of them. So you will have to let me know. As Patrick Rich from High Pre SRC is out on the track at the moment, and we've also got that as well. Jan check. It's not set a time yet. I don't know if him coming into the session doing nearly 4 laps and not setting a time. I don't know if that's a good omen for the race or not, to be blatantly honest. We're going to find out how they're going to establish. The thing is as well, if they've set it up by car and not by class, all the cars are going to be grouped together. So that literally, and no offence when I say this here, Sean, whoever is going to listen, is irrelevant where we qualify. I'd like to point out, because it will put all the Ferraris together, all the Mustangs together, all the McLarens together, all the Enquiries together, and all the Porsches. The last time I was in that will do that on all the GR86s, because they're all in their own class. And I can sit back and say to you now they are. If you look at the top, Ferrari's in his class, Porsche's in his class, BMW's in his class, Mercedes is in his class, Lamborghini's in its class. So at this moment in time, it doesn't matter where these guys qualify, it's going to be irrelevant because it will class. So
we're having a 1-hour podcast qualifying session that literally means nothing.
Well, if the session is
practice.
If the session is set up with the cars in their own classes, it should,
that
on a multi-class
sure.
race, should put them in classes. So it will have all the Porsches together. It will have all that as well. Oh no, don't say that. I've just been qualified for 40 minutes. I've got a funny feeling if they've set this up in that way, Connor, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I think that's what it's going to do on qualifying. It will just flick you around and put you in classes. I don't know if the fastest class, because it's Ryan, Merriam and a Ferrari, will be up front and it will run down in order. So that all the Ferraris will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then all the Mustangs will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then it will go Acuras, then it will go Audis, then it will go Porsches, and then BMWs. I've got a funny feeling that is what's going to happen. So this qualifying session at this moment in time, after listening to the JP and JC podcast, hey, look at that, we've even shortened Jim's name, pretty much is irrelevant when you qualify because it's going to bump you down anyway. Now listen, I'm not the bearer of bad news. Let's see what happens.
Well, we'll know soon enough, won't we? So, Connor, I'm looking at your qualifying so far. You're in 17th place. I would, you might be better off. I don't know, but you might be. If the McLarens go up front, you're going to be better off.
I agree. Oh.
Now it's the Ryan Merriams. If the Ferrari doesn't go up front, that's going to be.
I agree. Jordan,
but you're right. It's probably going to do that. It's probably going to put Ferraris first because Ryan's in a Ferrari, and then
exactly.
Ford's. Yeah.
So I got a funny feeling it's going to do that. If it is going to do that, well, look out because Jordan Hadfield will be on the front row. So I've just got. This is literally just what I think happens. If it does split you up in car, great, fair play. I'm just a little bit worried. We'll make your job interesting trying to keep up with who is where. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Baz, if it does do that, just leave it. Please, for the love of God, do not try and mess around on the pace lap and put all the cars in order, because it was just going to give me one big headache, and you're not going to have enough time to get it done. So please, 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 admins or anybody that's listening who has an influence over this league, please, for the love of God, leave them where they are. Please don't try and swap them over on the pace lap, because it will just all go Pete Tong. And I'll have to stop for food and water. Jim's going to have to put another kangaroo on the Barbie. It's just all going to be a little bit messy. So
No,
please,
a fruit snack. I'll have to have more fruit
you
snacks.
have another. I tell you what, if they start messing around on the pace lap, Jim, that's it. I'm going to get a drink, and I'm going to come back with a stiff bottle of Jack Daniels, and we'll do a drunken JPB broadcast by the time I finish. Being that I don't drink, so one sniff of that, and I am going to be on the deck.
Well, I registered for this session with my Jack Daniels Acura, so I could jump into the session with my Jack Daniels car.
No, maybe we should. Apparently, I'm somehow in this session, so maybe I should just jump in and
You
do some driving.
should. You should jump in and drive and commentate.
Exactly. I'm going to go in a Ferrari, so it puts me up the front.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so that would be quite funny as well. Just going to I'll jump into the Ferrari, so it put me near the front, and then I'll just make sure I'm.
Well, heck,
okay.
if we're going to do that, throw a GTP car in there. You can jump in with
Yeah,
those.
if that's there as well. Bazzy says I ain't saying anything. Personally, wetting myself. I'm just going to put it that way because I'm trying to be PG here as well on my own channel, which I'm not quite sure why I need to be PG on my own channel, but we'll keep it nice and clean. It's a good job nobody saw me on Twitch 6 years ago, because it wouldn't have been a different story altogether there as well. You would not have seen a PGJP 6 years ago on Twitch. So good luck to all of you.
So you used to broadcast like R-rated races?
No, dude, I used to play games. I used to.
Oh,
for
okay.
some
Oh,
reason,
okay.
Me and a friend used to team up, but then we used to stream through our Twitch channels.
Right.
Just because,
so you cuss when you were playing.
Yeah. So obviously, if you're playing games that, as most people who are men can relate to, who have been shot by a guy cheating, there would have been a few excessive words that might have come out of our mouths that weren't necessarily PG. So, on that one, you would have seen a completely different side of me than what you are now. And if you speak to Sean Atkinson, you probably would have got a completely different voice as well, because it would have been a very, very, very hard London accent that you may not have been able to pick up on whatsoever. So there we go. And now you've got.
Oh, so this is the new and improved. This is the new and improved version.
No, mate. You should speak to me on the phone once I get out of commentary. It's a completely different story. Or as well, there's all my words get finished when I'm commentating. When I'm not commentating, there's letters missing all over the place. So there you go.
Look at that nice JPB logo on there. Somebody's trying to get some track time, some TV time.
White, yeah, Andy White's doing a good job. I think we should just made it mandatory. Any league that we broadcast, you've got my logo on the roof. There you go. I agree. A
lot of the OGRL guys used to have your logo on their cars.
Yeah, Kenny Bourgeois used to be a big old supporter, and
yes,
we would literally, he would put my logo on and I would promote it.
Well, you say his name right, at least. Ewan, I don't think in 3 seasons that I've heard, I don't think Ewan's ever got it right yet.
No, I don't think he has, to be bluntly honest with you. Tim Cullimore there as well. What's going on in the GR86? Dan Wareham's still leading the way. He's got Mikey Dolan behind him. Wareham's taking a lead there. Joseph Lopez is there in his Zoomies livery, with Dan Foster sitting in 4th place at this moment in time. Adrian Hatfield 5th. Matthew Thompson down in 6th. Let's give these guys some love. OGRL Curtis Matthews, Jack DeGrand, Athan Usulton is down in 43rd, with John Gardner Sr. in 45th place. And then you've got Ricardo Orojado. I'm going to go with that one. If that's wrong, please correct me. In there as well. Jan Janczek still at the back. Matt Benson has just joined the session, and something else I will deal with in the background as well. Thank you, Matt, for coming along, and why I correct what I need to correct, just to make sure you're the same as everybody else. Good job.
Oh, you gotta switch him to red. Man, that Athan Usulton. That's an interesting name. I being it's in America, I've never heard that name before.
Well, there you go.
Interesting.
Jim. Something new for you to learn.
No, well, you know, I don't pronounce. You know how I am with names anyway, so.
Yeah. That's
horrible.
about all we can say on that one with Jim and names, to be bluntly honest with you.
Yes. Single word answers. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything more than 2 syllables, he's knackered. So there we go.
I'm in trouble.
As there as well, Mr. White's Audi looking rather sweet. It is, dear sir, and he's currently in pit lane at this moment in time. So for him, Jeremy Cheney's in the session, so this is going to be an exciting one. If he's in the Ferrari as well, and Hayden Young is also there in that Ferrari, in that Mustang, sorry. So he's coming down now into turn number 5. Down the marine sweep he goes. Round he goes. 7.5 minutes to go of qualifying. Tim Reed is out there for the HB Racing boys. Thomas Guy is also on the circuit. And Biscayne Lewis there with Connor Pink is still qualifying, even though he knows full well he's not going to end up there. So there we go, Connor. It might work out all right for you, Connor, actually, because you're in a McLaren, and technically there's a McLaren in 3rd, which should bump you up. Just saying there as well. I may be wrong. It may class you properly or grid you properly, but I've got a funny feeling it may not.
It'll be interesting to see how, I mean, in theory it should go by time, but who knows? We'll see, I guess.
Yeah. It depends on how the rest of it, as I said, it depends on how the rest of it's been set up. If it's been gridding by class, then to get the 86s at the back, then obviously it's going to class them all. I do the paints for some of the HB Racing guys. Oh, nice. Actually, I may be able to have a look at something here.
So Boz does paints over there, and then one of the, not Sean Atkins, the other one, is Terry Atkinson. He does paints as well. I like to do a few paints myself. Just takes me forever. It's a big racing weekend this weekend. We hadn't talked about that, but there's a lot going on this weekend. You had Monaco, which is, of course, a huge Formula One race. You got the Indianapolis 500, which is, you could easily argue is one of the very biggest races in America.
Yeah.
And you also got one of the biggest NASCAR races of the year, the Coca-Cola 600.
Yeah, that's not yet on yet, is it, the Coke 600? I might have to sit down
and
watch that a little bit later.
I don't think so.
No, I'll probably watch that a little bit later, the Coke 600 at this moment in time. But, yeah, I'm not really worried about the other two, to be blatantly honest with you, as well. So, there you go.
It was a big old scandal at the Indy 500 this week, man.
Was it?
The Penske Racing got caught cheating, and he ended up firing his top 3 executives over his IndyCar program. It was a big old deal.
Right.
Which, ironically, is the guy, one of the guys who took us on that tour when we went to visit the college there.
Yeah.
And now the guy's gone, so my son's hope of an internship probably just went out the door.
Yeah. Ace is in YouTube chat. No one ever gets my name right. So send it over to us. Either DM me on Discord or put it here. Phonetic it out. No spoilers, says Sean. No, I don't want spoilers either. To be honest, Sean, the guy who qualified in pole won the Monaco Grand Prix. So whoever that was, won it. All right? There you go.
You don't even know that.
Oh,
you're just guessing.
Oh, all right. I'll have a look on my news app, right? And if I turn around and find out that the man on pole, whoever that may be, is...
But if you do, that would be a spoiler, and you don't want to reveal that. Or you don't want to reveal if it wasn't the guy, because it's a spoiler.
Just
no spoilers.
Let's just put it this way. If he was on pole position, yep, there you go. The guy on pole won. So there we go.
See? Don't do that.
Matter. It's Monaco. Everybody knows. Do you know what? It is literally there because of the financial implications of King Monaco Bob from wherever. That's the only reason he's there. The racetrack itself. Do you know, to make Monaco more interesting, they should take away the barriers. I'd love to see a car in the canal like they used to in the old days. Put the old blinking hay bales back. Let's see if an F1 car can fly and swim at the same time. It's boring. The guy just on pole, pulls away, goes into the pits, gets back out in front, pulls away again, wins a race. That's it, job done.
They changed the strategy this year. They forced them to do 2 pit stops.
Ooh. But still. And the guy on pole still managed to win the race.
You don't know that. Stop. That's a spoiler. You don't know that.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at something here, right? I can tell you now, from qualifying to the race, there was only 3 people who changed position. Just to let you know. Okay? So there we go. That literally sums up Monaco. 3 people in there as well. In the top 10, who qualified in the top 10 and changed positions. That's it. Oh, the rest of it's boring.
Sean, I'm sorry.
Sean, you don't come on, Sean. You and I both know Monaco is just like that. You're not wrong, JP. Thank you, Connor. See, Connor sticks up for me. even if you don't.
Yes, but Sean is the boss. Sean is the one that pays the bill.
Listen, Sean loves me. It's fine. You know what I mean? As long as I stay doing this, it'll be all right. The most boring
He
race
probably
of the
used
season,
to like you.
Procession race. Thank you, Baz. Baz is on a mobile phone because he's put a full stop between session and procession. Sean, don't double FS me, mate. You know full well that's how it works at Monaco. If you know who's qualified, you know who won the race. That's it. I'm sorry. It's about Sean. You know what? You probably have more interest in racing coming in to an office and staring at a paint wall and throwing some paint at it and guess which drip comes to the bottom first. That would be, that's probably about as exciting as it's going to get as well on that one. So sorry, Sean.
Gosh.
I do love you, but it sucks. But there we go. Ben Altria has joined the session. He has gone and jumped up into pole. No spoilers for the Indy 5. I don't know that one, Sean. I haven't watched it. I
don't think it's. I don't even think it's over yet, is it?
No, I don't think it is. Monaco.
I mean, it's happening now, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I agree on that one. I think it's on now, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is.
The only other spoiler as well, Sean, is Spurs, who went through the Europa League final and qualified for the Champions League, lost 4-1 at home to Brighton. My team, who won the cup, qualified for the Champions League, and then gets smashed 4-1 at home by Brighton. The worst team bar the relegated teams in the Premier League, is in the Champions League next season. That is just absolutely bonkers. And Notts Forest, who annihilated us more than once this season, I'm goddamn sure about that, has literally missed out on Champions League football. Spurs, who got there, who suck, are in 17th place out of 20th and go and qualify for the Champions League. How does that even work? That is almost, Jim, something else.
Yes. What's the Champions League? Is that soccer?
It's football. No, soccer. No, Jim, it's football.
No, I
football.
played football.
You play American rugby. We play football because we kick the ball with our feet and you throw it, Jim. So you play American rugby. We play football. Okay, I like to point that out to you because we kick it with our feet.
Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah. Just for all you Indy 500 fans out there,
is it on now?
I pulled it up. It is on now, and last I just looked, it was 16 laps to go.
Okay, no spoilers for Sean.
No spoilers. No, I'm not the one that spoiled anything for Sean. You're the spoiler.
You just behave yourself, will you? You cannot do that. Anyway, Sean on that one. And the interesting thing is going to be how Kyle Larson's going to get all the way from one side to the other.
Qualifying is about to end. We have made it through qualifying.
We have. And nobody can say it hasn't been an entertaining 45 minutes whatsoever. I can tell you that much. This is where we're going to really find out if we're right or not now.
Well, Ben jumped up here and just took the pole away. He just popped in last minute and just jumped to the top of the board. By
Sean,
pretty good What?
I'm sorry, hold on. Sorry. Sean, them 22 men get paid 70 to 500 grand a week. Sean, every 7 days. 22 to 500 grand. You know what I mean?
Some of them get paid over $1 million a week.
Exactly, Sean.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there saying, what fun. It can't really be that bad. You're not going to argue if somebody says, hey, Sean, here's £1 million a week contract, and all we want you to do is kick this ball and chase it for 90 minutes. You know what I mean?
It's not a pig stomach. Maybe it was.
It's probably not now. Back in the old days when they had blinking nails in their shoes, holding the studs on. Might have had
but just for the record, there are some Cajun people in Louisiana who eat stuffed pig stomachs, but that's a whole nother thing. As well as in Scotland, they do as well.
They call it haggis.
Yes, haggis.
It doesn't make it right. No, Sean, I agree. It doesn't make it right. But unfortunately, we're the ones not doing it right, mate, if they're earning that sort of money. You know what I mean? And they're just about to get a few months break as well by sitting on their bums and still getting paid for it, Sean. So, I don't really know if we're the ones.
Actually, you know what's funny about the way they get paid? They only get paid for the 16 weeks of the regular, or whatever it is, 17 weeks of the regular season. Like all the practice training camps and stuff, they don't actually get checks for that. Their salary is earned in that 17-week period of the official games that count.
It must be so tough earning 100 grand, 500 grand a week and then only getting paid for 16 of it. It must be so hard. Must be so tough. Let's go. Let's race, says Connor. Right, this is the moment of truth here
Well,
where we find
there
out
we
whether
go.
or not this qualifying session has done what I think it's going to do on that one. So we'll find out where
well,
everybody
it's
will
thinking about it because it's been stuck for about a minute now.
Yeah, I agree. So hold on
12
to your
laps to
hats.
go in the Indy 500 if anybody's
Stop
interested.
it. No.
I'm not going to say who's doing anything. I'm just saying.
No spoilers, Jim Cunningham.
Somebody may want to turn it on their phone next to their rig.
I can't watch it in the UK. It's on Sky Sports, and there is no way I'm paying £60 a month just to watch that. That is absolutely shocking. Oh, bro, yeah.
So y'all don't... Wow.
I don't do it. I watch my NASCAR through a subscription service that charges me £10 a month. That's it.
I didn't even know you had to do that.
Yeah, we do over here, mate. We get charged for everything. Dude, soon, apparently, they're going to charge us for farting. I heard a rumour. Straight up. Apparently, they're going to charge us for farting. So, just to let you all know, it's going to go bonkers. Here in the UK, you're going to get a flatulent chart or something. I don't know. Anyway, moving on, because politics really does drive me bonkers if I carry on through this one. Right, let's see what he's done.
Let's get into conspiracy theories. Oh, no, here we go.
There you go. It did. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. BMW's at the top. Biscayne Lewis third, Tim Reed second, James Moore, Sergio Cabral, then Bradley Tidwell, Ian Hart in there. I'm in there. Ignore that. I'm not there. Lucas Holler, Ryan Dudley, Harry Price, Scott Kostrick, and Rob Cochran further down. It has literally made qualifying irrelevant. Gareth Bell, Travis Farmer, Ryan Merriam in the Ferrari, Jeremy Cheney and Thomas Guy. And then Willifred Racing, HB Racing, TS. Why is it? This is what I mean. It's put them all in colours. You are driving me nuts. Here, the Fords at the back, and then you got the Acuras behind that, and then the GR86 is behind that. That's all you're going to really need to know on this one. I told you it was going to do it, and it's going to literally stick it in there as well. So James Moore or Biscayne Lewis is going to be at the front. IMSA is free. Fire stick for the win. Baz, stop it. I'm not promoting that, but Baz, can you send me one? Because I really could do with one here as well. So there we go.
Yeah, those fire sticks, we did that for years.
Yeah, they're illegal apparently now over here or something. Anyway,
well, yeah, they're illegal, but
I told you it was going to put them that way.
So is flatulence, apparently.
Yeah, well, you can't even fart in the UK now without being charged for it. Peter Whitmore makes for an interesting race. I do agree with you, but this is going to be very, very interesting indeed, considering the fastest man on the circuit was Ben Altria, and that poor little rascal's all the way down in 33rd place. So, yeah, why it's going to make it interesting. There might be a very upset Ben. I don't know why that could be a situation.
And Ryan Merriam was second fastest, and he's down in 15th.
Yeah. So
it's like a reverse grid kind of thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, unfortunately, there's a few people that might not be best impressed with what's gone on here. As you can see on the left-hand side, all the BMWs together, the Audi, me apparently in the Mercedes when I'm clearly not in the Mercedes. I don't know why it's registered me for the race. Then the Porsches, then the Ferraris moving on from that one. Apparently, I'm now going to be out. Then the McLarens, then the Corvettes, then the Audis, then the Fords. See? Whoever set this up is not going to be a popular young man whatsoever. So just to make you aware, Mr. Sean Atkinson, they're coming for you.
So is Peter Whitmore, is he driving is he in a, no, he's not in the Toyotas today. He must be in his GT3 car.
Yeah, there's a couple of people just fleetering around at the moment as well here. So there's lots of things that's going on at the same time. Dirt all across the racetrack. It's going to be picked up here as well. Ben has been qualifying for an hour too. I know. And it's just going to go. He's just gone out the window in one foul swoop. Ouch. Literally, this is nuts. Absolutely bonkers. Because let's face it now, you're going to be well upset if you're Ben Altria and he's down in 31st. I would be one. If I was him, I'd drive to the front. I'd be like, get out the way, it's my pole. Hell no. Here as well. Because this is going to be poor little rascal who's gone and qualified in pole position, is now down in 30th. I think he's trying to make his way forward here, but anyway, let's see how he gets on. Atkins go hide, I agree. Sean Atkinson better run because he's going to be in deep doo-doo. Oh, dearie me, this is going to be funny. Well, maybe not for him.
Why do I have a feeling that chaos is fixing to ensue here?
Oh, mate, we've got people all over the grid that shouldn't even be in the grid. The only people that are in the right place are the GR86s. They're all together.
Yes.
Other than that,
Yes.
it's all going to be nuts because there's people all over the place here. Ryan Merriam, who was second, is sitting in 15th. Tim Probert, who qualified in third, is all the way, where are you, Tim? Down in 24th. Oh,
yeah,
mate.
23rd, yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be some dead people.
This is going to be good. This is going to be fun.
I see a dead Sean Atkinson. I feel like Bruce Willis. You're not going to see dead people. You're just going to see dead Sean Atkinson. There you go. Hold on to this one. You're not racing today, Pete. Fair play, mate.
No,
it would have
that's
been all
probably why
nothing, mate.
That's probably why I couldn't figure out what car he was in. I'm looking all over for him. I
Yeah.
couldn't find him.
I wouldn't have worried either, Pete, to be honest, because it's just literally made the last hour of all of these racers' lives completely irrelevant. So there we go. Why? Do you know what it's done? No, I ain't even put it in alphabetical order. I ain't even put them in the fastest order. It's just randomly shot them in whatever order it wants to. So, yeah, good luck. Right, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. Take care. Have fun. And let's see what happens by the time we get to the end of lap one. Also, what's going to be interesting as well is Dan Wareham is not leaving any room behind the GT3s. Now he is leaving a little bit. That's going to help the situation here. I'm not too bothered about the fun races. Nah, Pete, you serious racer. You only drive for cash. And Sean Atkinson didn't have enough to get you on the racetrack. It's hard, you know, when you charge us £1 million just to go on the race circuit. It's nuts.
Well, he's like those American football players, apparently.
American rugby. I told you, you don't play football.
Oh, yeah, American rugby.
Mm-hmm. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, here we go. Hold on to your hats. Pace car's going to be coming in. And now, this is where it's all going to go wrong. Who's going to make it through turn number one? Who's not going to make it through turn number one? The green flag has dropped. Biscayne Lewis is bolted. And we are now green, going into 45 minutes here. Lewis out in front. Reed sitting in second place. Moore takes over third. And then Sergio Cabral, who's just gone into fourth. There's going to be drama further back. You can see them all running down to the start line here as well. Look at the gaggle.
Oh, there it is.
First round. And Hayden Young. Tim Probert and Hayden Young have just gone round. The GR86s are coming down as well. Dan Wareham's going to lead the way. Michael Dolan in behind him. Probert's coming back on. There's more chaos. There's about 4 GT3s strewn out across the race circuit. Here at the same time, it has just all gone absolutely nuts, and that is exactly what we were expecting.
Oh, there are cars everywhere.
Trying to find where that all kicked off. I think it's here with Hayden Young and Terry Atkinson. Try and get a little bit closer. There is Young on the outside. Probert's there. He gets hit. He hits Young. And then further back from that, West is there. He gets hit. Connor Pink's gone round. He's facing the wrong way. Hayden Young's facing the wrong way. And it's all very dramatic, but at the moment, Biscayne Lewis ruling the roost at this moment in time, out in front by about half a second here. Currently at the moment, Tim Reed in second is still BMW 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the Porsches of Ryan Dudley, Lucas Holler, Scott Kostrick, Bradley Tidwell in his Lambo sitting in the mix at the same time here, Jim. We said it was going to be chaos because I think that's what's going to happen, and it did happen.
It did indeed happen. You know, and it was chaos, but at least, oh my goodness, look at there's somebody just went off the track hard. Travis Farmer, maybe? No, that's not right. I think it was Farmer.
Jack Holland.
Holland? Holland, yeah.
As well. Now, rugby is the real football, says Sean. That's what you get for having a part-timer setting up at the session. I agree. Pete's got carpal tunnel, release surgery in 2 weeks, and I won't be able to do a 45-minute race. Fair play, mate. On that one, that's going to be all I can say about that. But we've got the guys here, Sergio Cabral sitting in fourth place. He's got the likes of Ryan Dudley tucked in right behind him here, Jim. Action all the way through the field. 42 minutes to go here.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of there's battles all over the place in this field. Holy cow. Yeah, there's a battle back here. It's like 16th or 17th, 18th, 19th. There's like 5 cars within a half a second of each other. Another car is somebody just went off and hit the wall hard in a Mustang.
Yeah, Cunningham looks like he's just gone off as well. Now this is what happens when you get cars from all over the world coming together on the racetrack. Funny feeling.
Yeah, it's that blue Mustang there, Cullimore, yep.
Oh, bang, bang.
Oh, wow,
Brake.
yeah.
Yellow flags, brake. No.
Holy cow, man. Every one of these incidents is 5 and 6 cars when they happen.
The problem is they're so close together. Don't forget, you've got fast guys coming through the field. You've got the likes of Ryan Merriam. You've got the likes of other people who want to come through the field. You know, Jeremy Cheney's one of them. But now Tria's still trying to make his way through. He's sitting in 15th, up 18 places at the moment.
18 spots, yeah.
You know, there's lots of gamers.
Where's Ryan Merriam?
Cabral's in the wall.
Oh.
That was Sergio Cabral.
Yeah.
Oh, grass, dude. No, did you rush it back on track? You did. Oh, hello.
Oh, no. And then the Porsche just takes him out.
Who is that 918? Who is that?
I don't see a 918.
Was it a 918?
It was a Porsche, right?
Yeah, where's Harry?
There's a 90. There's 98. That's Harry Hartley Price.
Where's he? Got a funny feeling that might have involved Harry Hartley Price there, but Tidwell at the moment. He's got Ryan Merriam coming through the field now. Tidwell on the right, Merriam on the left. Merriam's trying to get back up front where he belongs here. And at this moment in time, there's 40 minutes to go. They're dropping like flies out the back end of this. I can tell you now. Eggo Soterio, Rob Conahan, John Gardner, Terry Atkinson, Paul West, Travis Farmer, Stephen Donnelly, and Tim Cullimore have all at some point been in pit lane. Ethan Uselton, is there as well. He's actually battling with Hayden Young, who's actually fighting for position through the GR86s at the moment, which Dan Wareham still leads, mind you. There's been puffs of smoke there. That's Patrick Rich going the wrong way. That's never a good idea. But Wareham's still leading in the GR86s, and there's still action kicking off up front as well.
Yeah, Wareham's got a little lead, and then Dolan's not too far behind him. Yeah, they're battling everywhere. I mean, you got Tim Reed up there starting to close in on Biscayne Lawless, too. Down within a second now. Biscayne had kind of pulled out to a bigger lead, but now he seems to have pulled it back in. Reed's pulling him back in a little bit. Oh, my goodness. Pig hit into the wall back there.
Lopez.
Was it Lopez?
Yeah, Lopez has gone round in that little Zoomies dash out machine. Here he goes.
Yep,
there he is there as well. Oh, look at that 86 coming back on.
No, it's in back. Joe, bad rejoin. Holy cow. Who was that?
That was Joseph Lopez who was coming back on the racetrack. I got a funny feeling. If that was Jan Janczek, bro, you need your red. Nope, it wasn't you. Oh.
No, it wasn't. It was.
Is that Dolan? No, it can't have been Mikey Dolan.
No.
Oh my God, no. It was Dolan.
Was?
Watch this.
That's not like Dolan at all, man.
Bang.
Oh, that was horrible.
Dude. Oh, he put 2 off.
He did.
Jesus. Go Ryan, says Stace. Yeah, he's moving his way up, Stace. He's working his way through. James Moore at the moment has got Ryan Dudley now in behind him. There's a lot of people out of position here, Jim. I'm not quite sure how to call this one, to be honest.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Oh, yeah. I think as it shakes out, I think you're going to get, if they don't get involved in incidents, you'll see the faster guys working their way up in the field. Clearly, Ryan's working his way up there, and Ben is, where is he at now? He's up 20 spots, up to 13th now. He's really moving up.
Yeah, it looks like Guy's just gone up. Andy White and Tidwell are having a little bit of a ding-dong. That is basically Jared Love, who's just gone and bullied his way through here at the moment. These guys currently, where is Jared? Jared's up quite a lot of spots, 15 places.
15, yeah.
Yeah, as he's fighting away. Andy White's up 10. Tidwell's there as well. Ben Altria, who was our original pole man, is up 21 spots. Let's not forget, an issue with the session has caused this to all go a little bit Pete Tong, Jim.
Yeah. Well, you know, if your last name's Love, I think you can bully your way around and get away with it a little bit.
Why?
Just because your name's Love, you know. I'm bringing nothing but the love. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Good
Sounds good.
I don't think there's really got any reason to say that, Jim, to be really honest. I think it doesn't give him a free pass to be bullying people off the racetrack.
No, it's racing. It's okay.
It may be okay, but I've just got a funny feeling it's not going to work out quite like that.
We shall see.
Okay, we shall see. Right.
What's weird is we got Toyotas starting to get mixed in here now, and so this is really fixing to get interesting now.
Yeah, Colin Moore's mixed in with the GR86s. Stephen Donnelly's mixed in with the GR86s. Patrick Rich is mixed in with the GR86s. Terry Atkinson as well has got some overtaking the GR86s to do. So is Paul West, Jack Holland, Travis Farmer. They've all got some positions to try and stop here. Scott Kostrick at this moment in time has got that Mustang of Love coming at him. Andy White has got Tidwell running at him side by side here. White's going to go through, and a great job from him, but Tidwell's not going to give him up on that run down into turn number 5 now, under the Real Cheese Bridge here as well. Tidwell's got to look for the inside. You can see Love on the defense, or Scott Kostrick on the defense there as well. Tidwell looks at the inside. It's going to be a battle a late of the breakers. Into 5. It's going to be the run out of 5 up to 6 here. Love did not make it through. Cam Tidwell used that 86 to block him in. Claim the inside, Brad. Claim the inside. He's going to be in behind the 86. No, White does smart things there. Covers him off, Jim. That was Tidwell's opportunity to use that 86 to his advantage.
Yeah, I think he slowed down too much going through the I can't remember the name of that turn, but he didn't carry enough speed through there, and he lost his momentum on that. Tidwell's the only the only Lamborghini in this field.
Athens off. I got a funny feeling he might get bumped off here.
Uh-oh.
No, he just goes on the grass. Okay, he tried to stay out of the way and went on the grass. Harry Hartley-Price has gone back to pit lane. Yeah, straight to pit lane. I just want to check on this first here, because I've got a funny feeling Hartley-Price, there may have been contact with a Mercedes. There was. He gets pushed off onto the gravel and then into the wall, and he jumps straight back to pit lane. So that could be another retirement there.
Well, and that was his second contact, because he was involved in that incident earlier where on the early rejoin. So he probably had some residual damage from that left over as well. Biscayne Lawless is out there stretching his lead back out a little bit. He's got 2.5 seconds now on Tim Reed.
Yeah, he definitely has. Oh, bro!
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's coming into the middle of the track. Merriam's missed him. That was Harler. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's Lucas.
You think?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I believe he was flashing his lights there. Then whoever that was gave him the inside spot, and the inside line, and then he still bumped him.
Yeah, I think it might have been Ryan Dudley. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was Ryan Dudley.
Yeah, it was Dudley.
Yeah, Dudley gave you all the room in the world, dude, and you just ran him off the racetrack. Like watching NASCAR all over again. Dudley managed to hold it, puts it in the wall, unfortunately, to try and stop himself coming back on track. It's a great recovery there. Scott Kostrick has now got Holler in front of him, but he's got Love, White, Tim Probert, Ben Altria, Bradley Tidwell, all behind him. Not the type of drivers I want behind me, to be blatantly honest. And a GR86 thrown into the mix.
Yes, of course. Well, he's kind of moving out of the way there, it looks like. Ryan Merriam's up to 3rd place now. And he's still got a little. He's a little far. He's still got a few seconds to make up. Whoa, that's not good. Did he get spun, or did he do that on his own?
I'll tell you what, if that's who I think it is again, I'm surprised the admin ain't just gone later. No. Oh no, that's Love.
Mm.
How did they end up there though?
That's weird, yeah.
The Love's on the inside.
Squeezes him down a little bit.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, I think so.
Not quite
I mean,
sure.
he pinched him off. He pinched him off and ended up staying there, and it kind of bit him. There's some contact there too, right in front of White. There you go, man. Ben is up to 7th place. I've never seen that guy before, but he is fast.
Absolutely. Ben there making his way back through, up 26 spots at the moment. Andy White in there. We've got Probert, who funny enough is chasing down Ben, and I've seen Probert. Oh, I thought that was almost contact, Jim.
Yeah, it was close. I mean, they're driving hard through there. Man, we're 7 laps in this race, and he's made up 26 spots. I mean, I know some of it came through incidents and all, but still. That's amazing. Of course, they're going to be harder to get from here on up.
Yeah, it definitely will be. But he's still going to make a way forward. Love's there as well. Probert now has got White tucked in behind him in the GT3s and the GR86s. Dan Wareham still leading the way with Matthew Thompson, who's up 13 places. However, both of these guys have got the looming Corvette of Terry Atkinson. This is for position, mind you, that these guys are fighting for, okay? So this is for position here as well. And you can see Atkinson is actually a lap down. So is West, so is Rich, so is Donnelly, and so is Cunningham in the GT3. So this could be very interesting to watch these come through the field.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got Wareham and Thompson here are a second apart, and they're fighting for position for the lead. And now you got these GT3s coming through here. And as you can see, you got lap down cars, and they're still flying by these GT3 cars. I mean, by these Toyota cars, the 86s.
Yeah, they are, but they're going to have to try and make their way through the field here.
Thompson is all over Wareham right now for the lead in the Toyotas.
Yeah, there he is. Dan Wareham's got Matthew Thompson closing in right behind him again here. Let's go back to giving you positional splits, and there you can see Thompson is looking up the inside. Wareham's going to either try and squeeze him, or he's going to try and let him have it here. I think Wareham's smart enough. I'm more interested in seeing where that car behind is going to go. Is he going to run it in? And he does. Thompson does get through. Wareham almost pushing him through onto that wide line, out through turn number 1, down into 3. The McLaren does go through a West. He makes his way through. And Thompson there still going to fight with Wareham once more, but that's the only battle in the GR86s. There's more going on in the GT3s, of course.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yes.
They are kind of, well, they're Ben and Jared.
Don't tell us where, Jim. Just tell me that there's battles. That's it. That's all I need to know.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's all you know?
I just need you to go. It's all over the place. That's fine. I didn't want to know where or who's in them or what the situation was, Jim. Honestly.
5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is all within about a second of each other.
Okay, cool. And who is in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th?
Well, you got Ben Altra and Tim Probert, Andy White, and Thomas Guy all involved. Well, not Thomas Guy. My bad.
Right, okay. Thank you
Jared
very
Love.
much. There you go. See how much that information means more now, Jim?
All right, let me try it again. You got Jared Love, and we got was that Thompson that went off the track right there, the GR86, I believe.
You are right.
That was Thompson. But did he not lose the lead, though?
Oh, it might not have been Thompson, actually, because he's there with Dan Wareham.
Yeah, I thought it was Thompson, but...
No, Dan Wareham may have been and gone and taken a trip off the side of the circuit. There is down out in front. And he
Oh,
goes
it was
off
Wareham.
at,
Yeah, okay.
Turn 8 through the carousel. So there you go. Let us know in YouTube chat if there's anyone you want to shout out or anyone you want to follow or have a look at. Thompson at the moment has also just gone and taken a trip off the grass. That's going to bring Wareham into this battle again. We've got Jared Love, Ben Altria running side by side at the moment. Down into turn number 5.
3 of them.
There's Tim Probert trying to push him through. We got Full Tilt and Send It and DC all in there. And at the moment, it's all going off here.
Yeah, Tim Probert had to hit the brakes there. He was coming in a little hot. That's a heck of a battle right there. That GR86 is right up in the middle of it, too.
Mm-hmm. Stay out of the way. Makes it so much easier.
It does help a lot.
Yeah, just put the car to the left and go. On you go. Thank you. Bye-bye. Leave me alone.
Well,
do not let this happen. Andy White's got Tim Probert in there. Unusual mistake from Dan. I know, Stace. You and Mark Ryan. There we go. Ryan.
Altura got by Jared Love there. In all that confusion with the 4 of them in that GR86, he snuck by Jared Love there.
I'm trying to find out who that is. Mike Walters, the son of a bro racing the JPB logo. And now I did get some information earlier this week as well. I've had such a manic day of what's been going on. I've had people messaging me all over the place as well here from these guys. So GWF Hegel in YouTube now. I think Mike Walters is Tim Walters' brother, right? So I think Tim Walters has been messaging me. There's a lot of things about Son of a Bro Racing. Does anybody have an idea where Son of a Bro Racing comes from? Jared Love's in pit lane and so Gareth at the moment.
Yeah, I guess that's scheduled stops, I guess.
No, there's not. The scheduled repairs.
Wow.
Oh, there's a wall with your name on it.
Oh,
Bang!
my gosh. That'll do it every time, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately for Jared Love, that's why he went in pit lane there as well. Yes, Sean, they are brothers. Now, it says here as well, right? There's nothing in this message I need to worry about, anything like that, so whatever. It says here, hi JP, you were chatting briefly with my brother Mike, so this is from Tim, about our team name, Son of a Bro Racing. A little more background. It all began 100 years ago, probably not that long ago, when I was in 6th or 7th grade. We had an assignment to make fairly detailed maps of a fictional place. In a fit of juvenile humour, a friend suggested I name one coastal area Son of a Beach, just to see if I could sneak son of a bitch past the teacher. It worked. As Mike mentioned, when I was racing Formula Fords on the West Coast, my team was Son of a Beach Racing, which Mike adopted for sim racing to Son of a Bro. By the way, it's pronounced Sonova or Sonova with the emphasis on Nova. Just like Sonoma, California, where to tie a neat bow around it, I raced at Sears Point in 1978 and almost suffered a Helmut Marko career-ending eye injury. So there we go. So it comes from the fact that they were doing homework and one of them dared Mike to put Son of a Bitch on the map, or Son of a Beach on the map, to see if he can get it past his teacher. And that's where it all began.
Right, and apparently he was racing Formula Fords in 1978, which makes him older than me, which is older than dirt.
Which is older than me, considerably older than me.
Yes, considerably older than you.
Which is fine. I like that. Tim Probert and Ben Altria, however, are just about to go side by side here. Now there's GR86s in the mix at the same time. There's a backmarker Mustang. Probert's just cleared Altria. Altria's going to try
Probert's flying
the inside here. They're going to go so... Oh, my God, that's a hell of a story. I know. This is what you get, Sean, from DMs in my line of work. I also had one telling me off earlier on as well, but I referred him to his league owner and said, I'll speak to the league owner directly. So there we go. This is why you get all these... This is what I get in my industry. Ben Altria still there with Probert. They're running side by side. A backmarker in there at the same time. Backmarker's not being overly friendly. That is, who is that? That's not, I think that's not Mr. Atkinson, surely. I think that might be Rich in there as Altria has got Probert. I think it is Rich in behind him in that Mustang. It is. He's got more tucked up right behind him at the moment. But Tim Probert and Ben Altria continuing their fight with 22 minutes to go. So there we go. Dan Wareham and Matthew Thompson are back together as well, Jim, in the GR86s.
Yeah, I got a feeling they're going to be glued together this whole race. It just seems they hadn't been more than about a second and a half apart.
Yeah,
and that was because Wareham went off track.
I agree.
Yeah, well, that's a good race. I mean, that's a good solid race between those two guys right there.
Absolutely.
I mean, literally bumper to bumper.
There's literally Thompson pushing him down the road here. There's a BMW who's going to come and join us in a minute. There you go. Goes straight through on us as well. So we'll find out how these guys are going to carry on and see how they get on. And see what goes on here as well.
And I'll tell you what, I can't believe that so-and-so won the Indy 500.
Oh, I don't. Shush, stop it.
I'm not going to do it.
No, don't do it. As well. To be fair, though, Sean just goes on Google. We'll find out all the answers, won't he? Let's be real about it. But
yeah, but he's not going to do
Wareham,
that. He's going to go home and watch the race.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing like 4 hours of IndyCar racing to watch the last 10 laps.
Oh,
look at this. Would you? Oh, my goodness. Hey, where'd he go?
He's back. Wareham's managed to get the lead there in the GR86, but behind him, Thompson disappeared for a moment, then he come back again, then he went back again. Altria's alongside at the moment with Probert. They're side by side again. And these guys continuing the fight here. Probert still managing to hold on. Altria. Both men have made their way back through the field after qualifying up the front and then getting it taken away by whatever reason. But they're now trying to, this is where they're going to hold each other up now, isn't it? Because they're trying to fight each other.
We'll see. I mean, it's definitely slowed up here at the front. But what is, I don't know if it's just my timing and scoring. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's got to be. Okay, because my timing and scoring is showing Brian Merriam and Lawless are literally side by side. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they split that GR86.
It's the leaders of the GR86 there. You just seen them go past. That was the leaders of the GR86. That is Thompson and Wareham. Their fight has been separated here now as well. This is the closest battle on track with James Moore and also Andy White. They're just about to go through. Andy White's decided he's going to go and lawnmower that that Audi, sorry. And now you can see the BMW swaps back. James Moore
something happened to Biscayne Lewis? Yeah, something happened to Lawless. Sorry, Lawless. Did he pit? Yeah, he's in the pits.
Hold on. Can't find anything.
So they a 45-minute race, they shouldn't have had to pit, right?
Well, it depends. Jim, I would say that would be the case. They've got 100% fuel and 100% engine power. But can they last 45 minutes on 100% now there as well? I kindly sit here and keep your audience numbers up, and this is how you thank me. Sean, we didn't thank you. We didn't say anything. What are you talking about?
We didn't reveal anything.
I haven't told you nothing at all, Sean. Don't.
Well, you did spoil the Formula One race for him.
Oh, no, I never. I just said whoever qualified pole won the race. I don't even know who qualified pole until I looked on my
Yes, you do. You looked it up.
No, I did when I looked it up, but I didn't know before that. I said, I bet you whoever qualified on pole won the race. And blimey me, it was what happened. Sean, I can't help it. It's not my fault. I'm innocent, dude. I'm innocent. Blame Jim.
It's all my fault.
Yeah. You're in America. He can't get to you. I'm in the UK. He can get to me.
Looks like Probert got in a little trouble there. Went off track.
The couple that are getting dangerously close to making little silly mistakes here, they're going to have to be a little bit more careful with themselves.
Well, Probert lost a spot or two there. He was, he was up there ahead of Altra. Now he's all the way down in fifth.
Let's be a little bit careful at the moment. See if we can find out what happened to Mr. Probert. Was there a back marker in? Oh no, sorry, excuse me, wrong one. Was there a back marker involved? That's more to the point here.
Nope. He just spun it.
Ooh, all on his own.
Ben did a good job of avoiding him there.
Ben Altria there. Thomas Guy now with Wolford. Lawless had a pop-up and an unsafe pit entry. Okay.
Oh.
There we go. These things happen, dude. Unfortunately for him.
Oh, man.
Needs to be a little bit more careful. Because it ain't the first one you're going to see.
That's crazy. He was dominating this race. Led every lap, and now he's down in 13th place.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. But unfortunately, it's one of theirs. You've got to be careful. Can't control that. Thompson and Wareham still about 7.5 tenths apart at the moment. Moore's in there. No, Moore's gone. No, Moore is in there. And it's Thomas Guy and Wolford providing the action at the moment. It is open setup. So if they had a shop set for sprint, they may have not had enough fuel if they didn't change it. Oh, okay.
Ah, that's a good point.
That could explain a lot then, couldn't it, Jim, really?
Yeah, that's, yeah, I would say that's on the driver if you don't, if you don't check, make sure your car's full of fuel. That's,
To be fair, though, right, how many times has somebody here, say, let me know in YouTube chat, because I've done this, got into a race and left your qualifying setup on? I've done that so many times.
I've done it in NASCAR several times.
But you leave your quali setup on because you go round and it says, your spotter says pit in 4 laps. You're like, huh? And then you go,
what?
Oh, no. And you know instantly what you've done.
So Ryan Merriam has made it to the lead now.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if he won this, you know that, right?
Oh, no. I mean, he was, if you look at the times, it was him and Ben up there, so, and they're right now first and third, so that could easily manifest itself again here. We still got about 15 minutes left.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Merriam, 204.487. Sean said 100%. GTI Eddie, whoever you may be. Sean, I think we should consider a new league race. This, he says. So there we go. GT3 GR86.
I mean, this, if you're gonna do a a multi-class league type race, this hasn't been bad. I mean, it's if we'd have had the classes set up right, we could have. That's not a dig at all, Mr. Atkinson.
Lies.
But
Stop it.
no, I mean it's interesting. I mean, again, the difference in speed is what in the two cars is what makes it challenging. So it's not the worst multi-class race I've ever seen for sure.
And look on the plus side of this, Sean. You'll be combining both of your leagues in your Discord.
You really would, yeah.
Yeah. And then that way...
Well, no, he's. Why would he do that? He don't want to do that. He's got... Man, his leagues are packed with people.
Yeah, but he can't run GR86s and GT3s. And then John says...
I guess not.
Oh, I'm going to do a GR86 league on a different night. It's like, well, why don't you just combine them and get more numbers in doing one league than trying to spread your numbers, trying to do multiple? It doesn't make sense that way. That's just
I don't know,
business.
But his turnouts are, I mean...
Yeah, don't get me wrong, they've gone up, and Sean knows
they're fantastic, yeah.
They're rising constantly, but you can't split numbers, otherwise that's just bonkers. That will be the be-all and end-all of everything. You might as well leave it together. Be. Oh, yeah, one broadcasting bill. Well, look, I may be talking myself out of it here, Sean, but yeah, you're right. It is. This whole scenario for your league it works out a lot cheaper. Because, yes, you only get one broadcasting bill. And look, if I was here for the money, I wouldn't be doing this job. But I'm just saying that you could end up basically splitting the difference up, couldn't you? So it would give you more money, more people, cheaper league entry because they haven't all got to pay so much if that's where you're going. You know what I mean? So, yeah, technically, I have just talked myself out of a league. But at the end of the day,
and just imagine if the pole sitters actually started on the pole.
Exactly. Can you imagine if all of the people that were where they should be, Sean, started in the right position?
Well, to be fair, that might have made half this race even more exciting, though. Those guys working their way up to the field. I mean, that's been entertaining.
Yeah.
But, it's funny. The old saying, the cream rises to the top. You look at these names at the top of this leaderboard now, and those guys are fast, and they're fast, no matter what league they're running in, no matter what race they're running in, those guys are fast. And here they are.
Yep.
No matter even though the fact that they started in, 15th and 33rd place or whatever.
Yeah, they're up the front. This is the thing. But you've got to look at the endless situation of saying, well, it's like Eddie said, you've got to get 40 to 50 entries, right? What's wrong with that?
No, I mean, you would. I mean, you
better
definitely
than
would.
Having 20 in the GR86 and 30 in the GT3s, you're just putting them together and combining it, and it makes it a lot more sense for everyone to do that.
I definitely see your point. The one point that I would point out there is that there's probably a decent percentage of these guys that race both series because they participate. No?
No.
Well, because you broadcast them both. So
exactly. I don't think that there is many on the crossover. That's why the GR86 has got the likes of Wareham in it, because he races primarily an 86. Personally, I think it's a good idea, Sean. That's why I would tie up John and say, look, John, why don't we do this? Because I think that would work out more easily for you than anything else here as well. So anyway, let's get back to Wareham Thompson still having their own little fight here. They're still fighting it out at the moment as well as we go on board with Thompson. As he's in fact
still bumper to bumper here.
Yeah, second overall, of course.
There he goes.
These guys are still going. Thompson's going back through just about now. And that's what's going to be.
Oh, no!
They're going to crash.
Just wrecked. Did he wreck him? No. Was it that?
He's going to come across his nose.
So he wrecked himself?
There he goes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
Oh.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
Wow, he did wreck himself.
Yep, comes across his nose.
Wow. I mean, I wonder if that GT3 car kind of like, I don't want to say scared him, but you know what I mean? Like, and he kind of jumped over a little bit more to get out of the way or something. And wow. Unbelievable. Let's see. So they're both, well, they're still in first and second though.
That's because they're probably trying to get back to repairs, Jim.
Well, let's see. I mean, let's see what's going on. Maybe they are able to continue. We only got 9 minutes to go here. For those guys, that's only, 3 laps?
Oh, yeah. Look at that steering.
Oh, my gosh. That is jacked up. That's Thompson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody reckon he's
broke? Yeah,
I reckon he might be busted.
Yeah,
he's Thompson. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't come in and get that fixed here.
Well, let's see. So the next closest car to him is Foster.
And
Foster is basically a little less than 4 seconds behind him.
He's going to go in pit lane.
Right.
There's no way he can carry on.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. He's got to go in pit lane.
Yeah. No, that's pretty jacked up for sure.
Yeah. Foster's going to make his way through at the same time here.
And so Wareham continued on. He was okay.
Yeah, Wareham got away with it.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be fair about it, Thompson's the one that caused the wreck. So,
yeah,
Wareham continued on. So,
you reap what you sow, as Ari
that's
still carries on. Definitely worth thinking about, Sean. I agree. I think it would be really good. Have to ask the GR lads if they're up for it after this race. They've had a taster. I believe so as well. I reckon it'd be really good, Sean. Do it on a Monday. You take the Monday night over. Or, to be fair, it don't really bother me which way you do it, Sean. I'll do it on a Sunday if you want. And a Monday. Whatever. However, and you might get enough drivers to do splits. So you'd have bottom split of GT3s against bottom split of GR86s on a Monday, and then top split of GR86s and GT3s on a Sunday.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, if he gets enough drivers, then...
Yeah, well, I mean, we got 50 drivers in this field practically, so...
Exactly.
And this was just a fun race. And there's plenty of guys out there that maybe aren't, well, several guys that we know aren't here because it is a fun race.
Yep.
And it's not an actual league race, so.
Yep. I agree. Think of the possibilities, Sean. Think of the possibilities, my dear Padawan. So Andy White and Tim Reed are having a fight here. That's that's Andy White and Probert. Sorry, White
Probert,
big on the old defense here, trying to get through at the moment. So great job from all of these guys as they're going to continue to fight for the last 7 minutes. Gives us about 4 laps there as well. There are a few of the GT3 drivers missing. Me, Baz, Sean. Exactly. The endless possibilities.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that we've got like a
Woodmore.
Yeah.
Woodmore's. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at Probert, man. He's really climbing his way back up. He's hard on Andy White here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So these guys continue to fight, of course, here at once as well.
Oh, he got him.
I
think he got him right there.
I ain't here due to no internet after moving house. Oh, Baz. You get that sorted out before you go, mate. As well, Probert not near enough going sideways there, but he's made his way into 4th. Merriam leading the way on 14, up 14 places. Ben Altria in 2nd. He's up 31. He's got a GR86 in behind him. That's a 10-second gap. Tim Reed find himself in 3rd there as well. Tim down 1 position from where he qualified, but that's a little bit skewed with. And Tim Probert there moving up into Team 6 as well. I simply didn't see the race was happening, otherwise I would have been involved. Baz, why have you got no internet, dude? Like, did you not get that sorted out before you moved up? Or did it not work like that? As well? Let us know. There's been a few dramas back here. Curtis Matthews. With his corgis on the car.
Yeah, he's got his Blue Angels car. Oh, what?
I think he got freaked out there. Mikey Dolan comes in behind.
He was showing off his corgi butt.
Yeah. Dolan ended up going off the side of the circuit there as well. I wonder if there's more up here. There is more.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
There goes Michael Dolan. Well, stop from that Mercedes. These guys continue to go forward. The only other battle we've got on track at the moment is James Moore chasing down Ari Sibon here in that McLaren as well. Go with BT if you have a TTP. Depends where he lives,
well, all right, then.
I would not go with BT. If you can't get full fibre, don't go with BT. I would not, to be honest. You pay more. I don't know where you live, Baz. Baz, where do you live? Get a full fibre package. That's what you want. You don't want a copper fibre mix. Get a full fibre. That's what I've got at the moment.
Yeah, we're full fibre here.
I got full fibre as well. So there we go. I won't go with BT. They charge me more for copper than they do the company that I'm with who I pay fibre for. So
4 minutes to go. Where's Ryan Merriam at right
he's
now?
out in front, dude.
Well, I know. I meant, where is he at on the track?
Probably driving around in a car.
You think?
Yeah, maybe. I reckon it could
at Road America.
At Road
you think
America.
He's at Road America?
I think,
wow.
honestly, he could be on the track in a car. Jim.
Uh-oh. Somebody, we got Wolford. Wolford just got involved in something.
Yeah, Jack DeGrand's gone back to pit lane.
I got a feeling Wolford will be headed for pit lane too, because they got the front end knocked off of that one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, who was that?
That
wasn't was it?
No, it wasn't Wareham. It was
okay.
the other one. I think it might have been Foster in behind him.
Yeah, it was Dan Foster.
Yeah, Foster jumps back. Virgin is copper. No, Virgin is full fibre if you can get it. But I just still wouldn't go with them. I don't like them.
Virgin, like the guy Virgin Airlines and that
Richard,
dude?
he controls internet over here.
Branson. Yeah, Richard Branson, yeah.
Yeah, he does the old internet situation. And They say it's full fibre, then he'll tell you it's copper, and then before you know it, you're being blagged into believing that they're doing everything right. It's just another making greed scheme, as we got two cars, Stephen Donnelly and Sergio Cabral, side by side at the moment, as these guys are continuing to beat each other up on the racetrack. So look out for this one, because there's going to be more coming action here as well, I'm sure, from these guys. But at the moment, Stephen Donnelly has gone through on Sergio Cabral, and away he goes. The other one is still Matthew Thompson, is now closing in on Sean Atkinson. So Matthew is going to be there chasing down Sean, and they've got about a 33-second gap up there as well. BT is full fibre, mate. Yeah, depends on where you are. I would be BT, but I live down in Somerset, dude, and I couldn't get full fibre optic. I had to wait for a company to install the system for me to be able to get it, or the infrastructure they called it as well. Now I'm with GigaClear, which are like countryside people who provide full fibre for the country. So there we go. Ryan Merriam out in front at the moment. Got about minute 44 on the clock.
Yep. So this is he on his white flag lap now, or?
No, I think there's going to be one more.
Okay.
I believe.
No real battles up there in the front. They're all kind of spaced out up there.
Yeah, it's starting here from Kostrick and Tidwell. And then you got Ian Hart and Hayden Young. Hayden Young still coming back through the field after he can only be described as an absolute rotten race to this one at this moment in time. But as we say, it's for a bit of fun, and these guys seem to be enjoying themselves. So that's all that matters, Jim.
Sean Atkinson is in second place in the GR86s. Look at him. Look at Sean go.
He is, yes, currently at the moment. So we'll see whether or not he's going to be able to stay there, of course.
Yeah, looks like that's actually a battle with Thompson. Nope, Thompson just got by him, it looks like.
It's going to be the final lap of the race now. Barney's going to be waving here. He has already waved. He's above us there. Barney's wave. Ryan Merriam on the run. That's Ryan Dudley further back. He's a lap down, of course, at this moment in time. In fact, I think, no, it's not Ryan Dudley. Who is that Porsche? He's behind, that's the leaders of the 86s. That's Atkinson and Thompson.
Did we just have an incident? Yeah, we just had an incident.
Yeah,
I saw guys
Dudley.
flying there.
That is Ryan Dudley. Hadfield, Garethel, West. Jordan Hadfield may have had something to do with this.
Well, green car is a pretty car.
Whoa, bro. Bet it was a pretty car until it just come in like an absolute banshee. And ended up to there. Tim Reed's in pit lane. Connor Pink is mixing it up. He's got Stephen Connolly in behind him. Is Connor going to be able to go on the defense here, do we think? Or is he going to roll over and get his belly tickled? Well, we're going to find out either way very shortly from Connor
At this
Pink.
point, I hope he gets past just so you can say he rolled over and got his belly scratched.
Yeah. Let's see what goes on here. Stephen Donnelly. Still got Connor Pink up the road.
I'll tell you what, that looks like a hot mess right there.
Sergio Cabral, and that's the lead. I believe that's the 86
Oh.
machine in the GR86, funny enough, to Sean Atkinson. But Stephen Donnelly coming after Connor Pink. Connor Pink just down there at the moment. Sergio Cabral putting his all under pressure. He's running side by side, I believe, here as well. That is Connolly. And is that Ben Altria at 5:04? It is Ben Altria. He's putting a lap on him here as well. So there you go.
Yep, and Altria is 10 seconds behind Ryan Merriam right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of all spaced out up there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we've lost pretty much every battle on the track on the last lap here. It's kind of, except for this lap down situation.
Yeah, Ryan Merriam's going to come over the line. He's taken the victory here this evening as well. Ryan Merriam does grab that victory. Now it's going to be about Dan Wareham. I think Wareham is the 86 that hasn't finished currently. So for Dan Wareham, he's still going to be going. We'll see how he gets on. He's on his way down into turn 5. I don't roll over and have my belly tickled by no man. Yeah. Don't tell fibs, Connor. We know what's true. Don't you lie. As we're waiting for a couple of these to go over the line, it's just the GR86s with Dan Wareham. He managed to stay in front. So Matthew Thompson grabbed second. Sean Atkinson got third. Ryan Marion, Ben Archer, and Tim Probert are your 1, 2, 3 there as well. So great job.
I'll tell you what, that's a great run from the top 4 guys there. 14 spots up, 31, 24, 16. That's fantastic.
They're next week's lottery numbers. If you have just joined in and you haven't got any written down, just go and write them down. And if you don't win, you can blame Jim. So there we go.
Right.
Look out for that
I'm a prognosticator.
A what?
I don't know.
Is that even English?
I think it is English,
you're just making things up as you go along, Jim. Is that the problem?
I could be, yeah.
Okay,
like
cool.
my own language. Yeah. I'm from Louisiana, so we have a broken English-French thing going on down there.
The Texan English, is that how it works?
Well, I live in Texas, but I'm actually originally from Louisiana, so.
Okay.
From New Orleans.
Oh, all right, okay. Nice. Dan Wareham is going to come over the line. We've got one more corner to go here. Wareham's going to come and win this one. Up over the hill they go. Any idea where I finished? The iRacing results are all messed up. What a surprise, Connor. How about give me a minute?
You were 17th.
Yeah.
17th, I believe, Connor.
There we go. As Jim has already told you, Connor. What more do you need?
Yep, I believe you were 17th.
Right. I should be able to bring you up the results anyway very, very shortly. As all of these guys are going to be finished as well. See what happens.
Nice
little donuts. Thank you.
Yeah.
No worries. Right, here we go. Here are the results. Connor Pink. Ryan Merriam is your winner in the GT3s with Ben Archer in second. Then we've got Tim Probert, Andy White, Bradley Tidwell, Scott Kostrick, Tim Reed, Thomas Guy, Lucas Harler, Jared Love, Ari Sitbon, James Moore, Hayden Young, Ian Hart, Biscayne Lawless, who was in pole position, let's not forget, with Chris Wolford and Connor Pink down in 17th, with Stephen Donnelly down in 18th place. Then on from that, Sergio Cabral, Jeremy Cheney, Jordan Hadfield, Patrick Rick, Matt Benson. Then Terry Atkinson a little bit further down in 24th. And Mike Walters, Ryan Dudley, Paul West and Gareth L. Dan Wareham wins the GR86s. He's got, hold on, Matthew Thompson. Oh, they've split it up by class again. Dan Wareham wins the GR86s, then Matt Thompson, Shane Atkinson, Adrian Hadfield, Curtis Matthews, Jan Janchek, Mikey Dolan, Ego Soterio, Dan Foster, and John Garden Sr. rounds out the bottom half. And then you got Joseph Lopez, Jack DeGrand, Ricardo Orejado, John Johnson, Tim Cullimore, Rob Conahan, Harry Price, Ethan Uselton, Travis Farmer, and Jack Holland is the last one of 49 there as well. And then, then me. So there we go. Let's not wait. Oh, we got a couple of people in here. Let's have a chat with Dan Wareham. Dan, the winner of the GR86 is here this evening. Dan, welcome in, mate. How are you?
Super fine, great. Yourselves?
Well, mate, it all got a little bit chaotic. The grid was all a bit all over the place, but apart from that, it was a good night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't envy your job for sorting all that like that.
Mate, I didn't. I literally said in YouTube chat, if they are messed up the way I think they're going to mess up just by card classes or car manufacturers, please don't try and make them swap on the pace lap, because that just would have been bonkers.
Oh God, can you imagine it?
No, that's exactly why I was hoping they wouldn't do it, mate. Because I'm surprised somebody hasn't complained, because poor old Ben, who qualified on pole, ended up down in 33rd. You know what I mean? So I know. You're lucky you were in yours. How was it, though, dude? Listen, there is a talk about doing this as a league, mixing the 86s and the GT3s together. What do you reckon?
Sounds good. Yeah, I'd do it. Just need to watch, the cars coming down the inside and taking the corners and stuff. And this shouldn't be, but that's multi-class for you, right?
Yeah, so would you
That's
do if Tanzo just turned around and said, right, guys, we're going to combine the league into one with 86s and GT3s, would you still do it?
Let's sign me up.
Oh, there you go, Sean, if you're listening.
So, real quick, Dan, Jim Cunningham, I noticed that you you and Thompson kind of came together there with a few laps to go. He looks like maybe he drifted over on you a little bit there, huh?
Well, that's kind of exactly what I'm talking about, right? So he came over into me to make room for the GT3 that was coming down the inside.
Yep,
that he really didn't need to come down the inside. He could have just waited, a split second, and would not have caused that accident. So yeah, that's what I'm on about. If we're going to do it, we need to learn how to drive with each other and when to make the moves and when just to sit back and chill.
So you think a couple of warm-up races would probably do, get to learn each other?
Yeah. Yes, I think that would be a bonus.
Favorable.
But it's like
Definitely.
you said, that's multi-class racing, though. That's kind of how it goes too,
It is, but I can see where Dan's coming from with a bit of.
No, I can too. Definitely.
You've got to have a little bit of respect for each other, otherwise it's just going to turn into wreckfest.
Total chaos. Yeah. Exactly right.
Exactly.
And as soon as these people learn, that if they just yell for half a second, they might get a better exit out the corner and off they go. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever time they're losing behind me. So let's just say he's losing time behind me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets past me. Well, the next guy who's gaining on him because he's having to slow down for me, he's gonna lose time as well trying to get around me. And as soon as we get that mindset into people, that's how it works. They're gonna dive down inside. They're gonna do it.
I know what you mean, dude. Exactly what we spoke about as well. I think it's just more people knowing how to race. Is that how to drive, how to be aware of what's going on and around you. You know what I mean? And it's not an easy thing to make people understand that, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
It's not easy being in the slower car neither.
No, but it did look like you had great fun though, Dan. I've got to be honest.
Oh, I loved it, mate. It was great. Yeah.
So,
I mean, you and Thompson had a fantastic race there, the whole race, really.
Yeah, it was like a bad fart. It just kept on coming back.
It did, I agree.
Apparently, according to James, you're going to get a ticket for that now. You'll be fined for that.
Yeah. Have you not heard?
No.
I heard something rather bonkers today. Now, whether or not this is true, apparently they're going to bring in part of this climate change stuff, a fart tax.
No way.
Mate, I straight up, I heard it and I nearly fell off my chair. Apparently you're going to get like a book or something with an emissions notice. It was, the concept was nuts, but to be honest, with this government, I can see it bringing it in. It'd be bonkers.
So all the skinny people, you don't get taxed as much as bigger people, right?
Exactly. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So there you go. You produce less farts. So,
I can't come to the UK then because I'm going to go broke as big as I am.
Yeah. And all the people, Dan, that we know that are completely full of will be doing it completely. Anyway, enough, Dan. I've been talking to you for ages. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go, mate?
Everybody that knows me, you guys, you're absolutely awesome. Yeah, that's it. Keep smiling, everybody.
Well, there you go. Dan, much love, buddy. Talk to you soon.
See you later.
Ta-da, mate. Oh, there you go. Let's have a chat with your winner, Mr. Ryan Merriam. He qualified third and started down in 15th, which I thought was a bit rude. But there we go. He is here in the booth. Ryan, welcome in, bud.
Hey, JP, what's going on?
Well, mate, I've just sit and watched Chaos. I've watched Calamity, and I've watched somebody not set a session up right where you all ended up out of position.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shame, but shit, it happens. And yeah, I mean,
Sorry, Ryan, I
once
missed that word. There was a word in the middle, and I
don't know what you're talking about. No, I mean, it made qualifying. I realized, like, so on the overlay, it had it all split up. So I noticed pretty early that, the qualifying, the hour-long quali we were in was kind of pointless.
Mm-hmm.
It was tough. It was tough to get a lap in anyway with traffic. So, it was just kind of chilling, waiting for the race and just having fun. And I had a good time. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I mean, yeah, can't complain.
No, dude, it makes the Sunday nights go busy. There you go. Would you do this as a league, Ryan?
Ooh, maybe. I mean, it could work. I think the closing speeds are pretty insane. I think that's what gets a lot of people into trouble. So, like when I came up on a couple, I don't know the corner name. The
GR86.
downhill left turn there.
Turn 5.
Yeah. I came into. I think there was the 2 liters actually. I came up on them at the perfect time there, and that was probably my one dumb move of the race. I kind of sent it down the inside, and I really slowed them up a whole bunch. Probably screwed with them a bit, and I didn't no contact or anything. But it's just like it's easy to misjudge the speed difference a little bit. So, but I think it could work.
Yeah, I think it could do.
Compromise. Probably not ideal though.
Yeah, I still think you should go for it. Have a good, go for it. It'd be absolutely amazing. Ryan, it's been a pleasure as it always is, dear sir. Anyone you want to shout out before I let you go?
Just you guys. It was thanks for putting this on, and I know it took place of our last GR race, so good to get in a GT3 again. It's been a while, and excited to watch all the chaos unfold here in a minute.
Don't forget to say Stacey. Stacey's in YouTube chat.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Mom.
There you go. Okay, man. Right, there you go. Ryan, been a pleasure. Take care, mate. Chat to you soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, JP.
And you, man. Right, next up, we're going to fly through these as well, because otherwise I'm going to be here all night, is Mr. Curtis Matthews down in the GR86 with corgis on his car. How was it out there, dude?
Man, it was so much fun. I know a lot of people are having issues with the GT3 cars. Honestly, like, they were all clean around me, so I really had no complaints. It was a lot of fun.
Cool. Would you do it as a league?
Would I do this as a league? You know what? I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't. I said I had a lot of good GT3 drivers, and so yeah, I had a good time. I wouldn't mind racing with all these guys again.
Oh, well, there you go, Sean. It did pop up here in YouTube chat that this was going to be a possibly combination of the 86s in Tanzo and the GT3 in Tanzos.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about it. I had a good time, and it's definitely something to look into. I'll definitely mute Discord next time, though. There's so many people yelling at each other. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think there'd be a certain amount of rules on it as well, Curtis, on that one. But as long as you had a good time, mate, that's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah, man, it was a great time. Hopefully, I'm gonna go back and watch the broadcast and see the carnage and the fun. And
well, don't watch qualifying
man,
because that was just irrelevant.
Wait, oh yeah, qualifying. Yeah,
don't watch qualifying.
That was the GR6 series.
Yeah, that was just pointless because obviously it'll swap you all over anyway. But anyway, well, apart from you guys, you were fine at the bottom. So there we go. Guys, it's been a pleasure, my dear. I'm trying to fly through these as quickly as possible. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
No, just my wife, as always, let me do this and having fun with me while she watches. And you guys always put on a great broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for that one. Guys, chat to you soon, buddy.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye-bye, darling. Bye-bye.
So you called him my dear and darling.
Yeah.
Y'all have something going I don't know about, or what's
man
up
love.
with that?
Man love. Let's have a chat now
Apparently.
with a man who's going to be a daddy in not too long away here as well with his lovely, beautiful partner, I'm sure, Sophie, who is pregnant. It is the one, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Connor Pink. Connor, welcome in.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. I'm a bit sweaty after that, I'm not going to lie.
Connor, I have to say you are you're faster in chat than you are on the track. I'm sorry. I couldn't,
Oh, wow, Jim. That's a stab to the heart.
couldn't resist that one. Sorry. I mean, you're a rocket. You're a rocket in chat. I mean,
Yeah. I enjoy chatting in the YouTube broadcast.
How was it out there anyway, Connor? Anyway, did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a bit of a struggle after that turn 1 fiasco and getting caught up in that and then having to fight my way back up. But I think I finished where I qualified. So not that the qualifying mattered, but I'm pretty happy with that.
No, it literally.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, qualifying was just literally irrelevant, wasn't it? To be honest, it was you guys doing it. It turned out that way in the end as well.
Yeah.
But that's the situation of when you set the session up wrong as well. Listen, would you do this as a league?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it was good fun. I really enjoy multi-class racing. I do a lot of IMSA anyway, and I thought it was really good. Most of the GR86s out there were really respectful. I don't know the other way around because I was kind of in amongst the GR86s for most of that. But yeah, it was good fun. I had a few hairy moments where there was some GR86s trying to overtake other GRs, and then I had to thread the needle. But yeah, generally, I really enjoyed it. I think it was good fun, and it seems like everybody else had good fun as well.
So if I said to you, right, Colin, we're gonna combine the GR86s on a Monday in Tanzo and the GT3s. No, take GR86s on a Sunday, GT3s on a Monday, and you would sign up for them.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah. I enjoy multi-class racing more than I do just single class racing. To be honest, it adds another element to being on track, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree with you. I think it can be absolutely amazing there as well. Well, Sean, I hope you're listening. Everybody's agreed so far. Listen, dude, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Just Sean Atkinson for putting it on. I know it was a bit messed up or whatever, but it was good fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope everybody else really enjoyed it. And obviously, you guys for commentating on it. I always have you guys playing in the background, it's always making me laugh as something goes on. So, yeah, it was good fun. And thanks.
Is that you about getting your belly tickled?
Yeah, that actually put me off on the last corner. I very nearly went off track and then came back and hit the wall. So yeah, thank you for that. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh man, well take care, buddy, and I'll catch up with you soon, dude.
Yeah, take it easy.
And you, man,
Bye.
mate. Oh, there you go. That's the last of the interviews. I'm sure there was one more in there. I don't know who it was. Who was in there? Never mind. On that one, Jim, that was good.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I would like to watch it, and I would love to cover it. So, yeah, I hope they do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to find out here whether or not this concept that I've just put into everybody's head in YouTube chat comes and works now. And if it all goes wrong, well, then I'm held responsible, and I don't really want to do that. So, Sean, do whatever you like. It's not my league.
You'll figure out how to pass the blame off on somebody, probably me.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. It's not my responsibility. It's down to Sean what he wants to do. I'm just here cheerleading. Sean, woo, go Sean. So there we go. Right, guys, this is going to wrap it up. I feel I've waffled on enough now for the last couple of hours. We made qualifying completely irrelevant in an hour's qualifying session. So that was absolutely awesome. The race was quality, bar some craziness going on in the middle. And if you haven't been here before, well, welcome to JPB. I've been James Parfitt. I've been alongside Jim Cunningham. Thank you to everybody that's been here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells. That would be absolutely amazing. And as always, take care, have a great week, and you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.